designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time. So I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today. Located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, sunny, breezy, and it will be a hot one this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 92. Tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight cool of around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies again. Breezy and a little cooler tomorrow. We'll see an afternoon high of around 82. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. And the captain.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bob got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Welcome to The Ticket, 93.7. I'm the black shirt Terrell Farley, and I'm with
Bach.
And we are powered by
Bauer.
Yeah, this for the Bauer boys out there working hard. It's going to get a little hot today. Back to the 90s, Bob.
Yeah, it is. It's August again. It's been raining all the time. I've liked it. I think it's been nice, but it is a little hot again today.
I love August. August is the best month of the year.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why is that? Is that because maybe of today?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday today.
Yeah,
that's right.
August. All the Leos step up in the house. You know, we're the Leos. We're king of the jungle. We run every sign of whatever they call them signs.
Yeah.
We just run them off. We're the kings. We run in packs.
I believe you. So it is your birthday. How old years young are you? I guess.
Oh man, a man never tells his age, Bob. Come on now. You
I thought that was a
tell
woman.
your age. I'm
Oh.
22, Bob.
Oh wow.
I'm a senior
You're
in
about
college.
to graduate.
Yeah, I'm 3 credits away. I took 21 credits last semester. Now I'm about to graduate in December.
This will be good news to Matt Rule. I think he'll probably just bring you right on the team then.
I don't have any eligibility.
Oh, your eligibility is all out.
Yeah, it expires. So I'm 48, so I'm glad to be here. 40 started off real good for me because when I was like 39 and a half, I stopped drinking. So now it's like 8.5 years and I'm 48. So, I've still got a little time on my clock to get other things correct in life. But, I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you. It's been a blast since you joined in 93.7 The Ticket. We had a song put together for you here. There's guys here with the guitar in the other studio. We'll let him go ahead and get going here.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Terrell. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Terrell.
All right, that's enough. Thanks for coming. He's still singing. He's not here.
That's whoever made it. Thank you, but we'll never play that song again.
I usually have a better one, but they didn't do one for your name, so I had to go with this.
We'll never play that again. That's one song goes straight to the trash after you play.
All right,
it,
I'll just put it there. We'll trash it right now.
Yep, just trash that one. That's not a good one. Good thought though.
Yeah,
Bob,
good thought.
But it's a little too slow for me.
Hey, maybe we can get a birthday rendition of "Lost My Baby in a Pool Game" later today.
We might get it.
Yeah,
I think. I think we probably can get that.
Oh yeah.
But I was doing some stats, doing some looking up stuff. And Georgia is in one of these boats this year that 10 other teams tried to do it, but was impossible to do. And that was 3-peat.
Yeah.
So I have a list of the 10 teams that tried to do it way back in 42. They went, where's the Minnesota? I guess they won it in 39, 40.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Minnesota is a good example of you can lose your blue blood status because they used to be really good.
They went 5-4 going for a 3-peat in 1942. 1946 Army did it, but they went 9-0-1. So whoever they tied to or whoever that was, they was not able to do it. So then we go to 1948.
Man, the 40s were just dynasties left and right.
Notre Dame, they tried it 9-0-1. So hey, they came up short. 1957, Oklahoma tried for the 3-peat, went 10-1 the year after, so they didn't get the 3-peat. 1966, Alabama 11-0, but I don't know who won that one. They finished third in both polls.
I'm sure they're not happy about that one. That might be one of their claimed national titles, I'm sure.
They said, hold on, 1966. The 1966 squad closed with a bang, shutting out his first 4 opponents of the regular season before pushing around number 6 Nebraska in a 34-7 victory in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew Nebraska was kind of played a prominent role in '66.
The 1972 Huskers, 9-2-1.
Yeah,
going for a three-peat. So that was what when they won it in 70, 71.
Yeah.
Then they tried to back for the three-peat in 72.
Still give Johnny the Heisman though. We still like 1972.
Okay,
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
1980 Crimson Tide.
Mm.
They went 10-2 that year, going for a three-peat. So no good when you lose that. 1996 Nebraska
this one.
went 11-2 after 20 years of close call and heartbreak. Osborne won his first two in 94 and 95. Lost to Texas in the Big 12. Eye-opening 60-3 in 5-year spans from 97 to 94. No, 93 to 97.
Let me ask you this while you're on it real quick. You think
I mean, Florida and Florida State kind of switched losses there, and Florida ended up being the champion. I think Nebraska could have been that team. Even in 96, I knew some things went all right. But
yeah, the loss from Texas really hurt.
Yeah.
That hurts more than the one to Arizona State. So, if Nebraska wins that Big 12 championship, they would probably they probably would have tried to pit us with Florida again. Who knows? So I don't know who was undefeated, which one, because did both of them lose? Or
I believe Florida State, if I remember correctly, I think Florida State beat Florida, and then so it kind of set up for a rematch.
Yeah,
and
so
Florida beat Florida State.
We probably would have played Florida State if we would have won that Big 12 championship. It'd have been a lot of controversy, but so
yeah.
And then it still has so Nebraska 96. So then you look at 2005 Southern Cal, going for a three-peat, 12-1 that year. I think who won it in 2005?
Oh, that was the greatest football game of all time. That's when Texas beat USC to stop them from doing so.
Yep,
USC had
Vince Young.
Yeah, and USC had 2 Heisman Trophy winners in the backfield on that day because Reggie Bush had just won hence, and they didn't take it away yet, and Matt Leinart was there.
So now we have the 2013 Alabama. They went 11-2. Ooh, they didn't have a chance. So, but now we have the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs, 23 Georgia Bulldogs. Now they're gonna try, and they got a great schedule. So
yeah,
who can fight with their schedule? Like I said yesterday, I think they're gonna slip up. I don't think their quarterback is gonna be, how'd you say, something like Stetson Bennett. He's not.
Yeah.
He's a young kid, so he might get rattled against one of these. Missouri. They played tough Missouri played them tough last year. Tennessee played them all right for a little bit, but I don't see a game on that schedule that can really beat them day in and day out. So it's gonna have to be a surprise. But I see that in Alabama beating them in the SEC championship.
Yeah, as the schedule looks now, Georgia does not have. Of course, they got the top 25 released. Your defending champions, back-to-back champions, number 1 team in the land, does not have a ranked opponent on the schedule until November 11th. That would be against number 22 Ole Miss. So nobody ranked ahead of number 22 Ole Miss until the 18th at Tennessee. So that'd be a good back-to-back games there with Ole Miss and Tennessee. Who knows where they will be ranked at that time? But leading up to that game, you're talking about opening up with Tennessee Martin, then Ball State, South Carolina at home, UAB, at Auburn could be a little tricky. Kentucky at home, at Vandy. Florida's not very good right now. Then Missouri at home. I mean, it would be, the shock of the season if Georgia loses any of those games. So it'll give their quarterback time to kind of settle in. But you're right. I wonder where people view Georgia right now. I got my big Georgia hat on that I've had for years. I'm not a bandwagoner, but it's Terrell's birthday, and I know he's a Georgia guy, so I put it on. I'm just interested in how people view Georgia. Is it, because I do think that they're in the class of Alabama, whereas if they have one loss, they'll probably get into the playoff. I think they've probably earned that distinction, but I also don't think they're like, off-season result, like one game results can lead to a whole off-season of how we view and how we kind of shape these football programs. Ohio State, in all likelihood, would have beat Georgia last year if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't go down. If Ohio State's kicker, it was a very close game, is the point. And that was not the best Ohio State team we've seen in years.
Yeah,
Georgia also the previous year lost to Alabama. They're 1-1 in this run against Alabama. Lost in the SEC championship game. The exact thing I just kind of laid out there. Won in the playoffs. So they're 1-1 against Alabama. Nearly lost to Ohio State. They're not an overwhelming dominant team, but they're back-to-back champions. So you have to respect them. And so again, I wonder if kind of getting those titles and all that praise and stuff makes us, maybe media or fans or whatever it is, build them up to be some monster that they aren't quite. And the other thing, like you said, Stetson Bennett is gone, and you might think that he's not a great player, but he was up for the Heisman Award last year. He has made all the big plays when they needed him to. Also, Todd Monken, offensive coordinator, who helped win those titles, out the door. Kirby Smart, a defensive guy, so we'll have to see if that offense can get going. I think they're going to be among the nation's best. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think that they're this immovable object.
Oh yeah, they're not a caliber team like USC.
Yeah.
You know, when they had
In the
Reggie Bush,
2000s.
you know, they don't stand out like that. They play great defense. So, you know, it's a well-coached defensive team, but offense is kind of suspect to me. That's why I said last year, I said that with Marvin Harrison getting hurt, that was a big blow to Ohio State because, you know, even the kicker missing the last, you know, the field goal at the end of the game. But, you know, if Marvin Harrison stays in the game, they beat Georgia by 10, I think, because he was uncontrolled. They couldn't control him. They couldn't really keep up with him, and he was doing good. But, you know, some people say that was a legal hit. Some people say it was legal. So, you know, it goes both ways on that end. But, you know, I think this year Ohio State team will probably beat them good probably. We just have to see how their quarterback situation unfolds.
So before we go to break, a lot of shout outs on the text line, just saying happy birthday to you, Terrell. Kyle, I'll just name off the names because there's a lot of them. Kyle Hooper, Notorious B.I.B., the Garbologist, Oak Valley Husker, who also throws in that August 1st is his, so he's a fellow Leo. 2049 and Aaron says we need the drive to record a birthday song for Terrell since they like to sing. But they love to sing.
No rap.
So it's not rap. You don't want to rap.
No rap big stakes. All right. We're done with the first segment. Pretty quick for me and Buck. Hey, it's the Black Shirt and Buck. 93.7.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you know, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time, so I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, sunny, breezy. It'll be a hot one this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 92. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight low of around 66. Tomorrow we'll see mostly sunny skies again. Breezy and a little cooler tomorrow. We'll see an afternoon high of around 82. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Nick is here. What'd you call him earlier? Yeah, get a name. He said a name. Can you hear Nick?
I said you look like a big swimming pool. You look like a big swimming pool over there. I called you Big Swim.
Big Swim. All right. Should I tell the people what you called me the second week that I ever coached you?
Don't hang that over my head.
Track record here.
early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, welcome back. Hey, Bog, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Over there.
Yeah, I've been switching up.
It's kind of a change.
It is. We're going to be looking to the side now.
Are we live?
We're live.
We are. I have to check the TV for
Trying to adjust my mic or my camera there a little bit. It's a new seat. It's a difference.
Yeah,
it's cold over here. I forgot how cold it is over here.
Yeah, but that vent is right there.
I have to go get a jacket after this.
Yeah, you might not want to sit there.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's why Vershawn loves this, because no air right here.
Yeah, this would be nice. Well, I guess it is the summer. I said this would be nice when it's really hot, but I'm still cold.
Yeah, well, it's going to be, hurry up, September 15th, it might be even colder.
Yeah.
So you never know how they're going to have the temperature in the new studio.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Like you just said, it's what is it, the 16th or is that's the first game? So the 15th we'll get in there the day before the first home game against Northern Illinois, and then we will do our darn thing from the studio for the pregame. I can't wait. If you haven't heard, we're moving downtown 93.7 The Ticket. I think it's going to kind of kind of put us more in the fabric of downtown of Lincoln and into Husker sports. Obviously, not too far from Memorial Stadium, not too far from Pinnacle Bank Arena, Haymarket Park, all of that. And it's the old LES building, and you'll be able to see our great faces, even though some of us have faces made for radio. We're going to try it out. We're going to show off.
Some of us don't have bodies for radio.
That's right. We're going to show off either way because you can see us when you walk by our studio.
So if you want to know what Rico looks like, just come down to the old LES building, the new home of the Ticket 93.7, and take a look at Rico.
Yeah.
See, can you point him out?
We had a fan or a listener come in the other day to claim a prize, and he it's always kind of surprises me. People that don't watch the stream. He said, now I can kind of put a face to the voices I hear, and it's always this is not what I expected. Every time you get that and you're like, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I guess I'll take it.
What do you expect when you listen to Rico? What do you
I don't know.
Does it sound like a big person or what?
I'm not sure, because I've always just I knew Rico before he ever got on air, so
yeah,
it's hard for me to choose. But I mean, that's for everybody. I even get that. I even walk down in the streets, and sometimes maybe it's just the confusion. Somebody sees some sort of posting, but thinks somebody else from the Ticket. It's like, well, I don't know how you did that, but that's close. That's pretty good.
Have you been called Rico before?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. So Rico's wife made me some bun cakes. I call them bun buns. They're
nice.
Little white balls of cake mix and batter, and it's got good stuff in the middle of it. So thank you to her, Rachel.
For your birthday?
Yeah, Rachel made it for me. So thanks, Rachel, for that.
Yeah.
And
Mark made you a cake.
And Mark made me a cake that was delicious, a strawberry kind of buttery taste, but you know, it was good. Great.
Yeah.
Is something different, but you know, Mark made it, and it's always tastes good.
Oh yeah, Mark. Anything Mark brings in studio gets gobbled up pretty quickly.
We need to get more gifts for us. You know, I see that Sip and Bill and Sorensen, they get hats and stuff. Nobody ever brings anything for Bach, the captain, or the black shirt.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. I guess Slim bought us some shirts one time.
That's right. That's right.
They got bow on them, but we would like something else though. We like gifts too, don't we, Bob?
You want some ducks? They got some ducks the other day.
No ducks.
Not
'cause, you
ducks.
know, I
That's
feel
too
like
far.
with beef jerky. You know,
There you go.
You know, something to snack on while we're
Yeah.
talking, or you know, me and Bach like Mountain Dew. You know, be a friend and
Yeah.
bring us something.
It's Terrell's birthday, so you come bring him something to the
At
studio.
least I'm not putting my Cash App out there. You know, I didn't do that. I didn't say happy birthday. Here's my Cash App.
Yeah. What is your Cash App, bro?
I don't even know it.
No, I don't even
You
know
know, I'm too busy sending out money. I'm not receiving any. I sent $1,000 to my kids in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't know. Are they because I heard for a while they were planning on like taxing if you like send too much on Venmo or something.
Send over 500.
That's BS.
So I send the max 500.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm too busy sending them out. I can look at both of their Cash App pages and tell you that they're way over the $1,000 mark now for me sending money to them.
The government's gonna come take its share.
Well, they already got the money, so I'm not going to claim that.
Yeah.
That's their money.
It doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to be like a peer-to-peer thing, but I get it. You know, some people try to run through business through it and then, you know, try to avoid taxes.
So yeah, it seems like Colorado had a brawl at practice the other day, and Dion got kind of mad at the players because some was running the opposite way.
Yeah, he said in the video they released, if one of us is fighting, we're all fighting. Which is interesting because maybe you just kind of send out a decoy or, you know, somebody that you can afford to lose.
So that's saying
after Travis Hunter, and then maybe get like 13 of them kicked off. And
that's like saying if my good player gets in a fight, your good player is going to fight too.
Yeah.
Or, you know, so I kind of feel both ways about that because you don't want to get players thrown out the game. So now you're advocating for not violence, but a team fight.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's wrong in both ways, but, you know, like you got to protect your teammates.
When we are seeing, you know, when they do the cross scrimmages in the NFL, we're starting to see a few of those that always end up in a fight. So it's that part of football season. How did Tom Osborne? I mean, we all know kind of the legendary story that you mentioned earlier. I know you weren't on the team, but the 94 team talking about basically at halftime he called it out. He said, you know, you guys just have to, they're gonna attack and they're gonna get penalized for it. You guys just don't retaliate. And ultimately, Christian Peter was kind of in the mix and didn't retaliate, and it was a penalty that helped lead Nebraska to that victory. How was that? How was it addressed, like team fights when you were there? Did Osborne come on the field and break it up, or kind of how'd it go?
Yeah, he'll stop practice. We got emotional one time that we didn't finish. We had to stop practice, and he scolded us for it. He don't advocate fighting at all. He always tell us, you know, pregame speeches that let them do the talking, let them do the thing, because they will do something dumb that will cost them 15 yards in the critical point of the game, and we can run a 30-yard, you know, down the field, and bam, they get a personal foul. Now we're on the 2-yard line, and we score, and we just take all the momentum away from them. Then we go back out there on defense and beat them again. And now, bam, they kick again, and that's just a point he made with us to let the other team do the talking.
Yeah, I know some coaches,
but that's hard to do. That's hard to do.
It is,
especially when you come from an area in football where talking is, you know, is our thing, you know, because I like to talk on the field. You know, I do it, you know, proud and loud.
Yeah.
And I get in people's face. I talk smack to them, and you know, you just got to hold yourself. You know, not like the captain spit in your face, because that would start a brawl right there.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to control yourself. You know, if you can dish it out, you got to take it too, though.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about that talking.
Well, and you know, you're right. I mean, it is part of the mental game. Is if you can get into somebody's head and get them to, like you said, maybe get a penalty, or really even, you know, if you're beating them down and you're talking to them, maybe they even get more down on themselves, and you know, you break away from the game even more. So it's always a part of the game. Obviously, you want to keep it away from the refs, because the refs will be quick to penalize, and often penalize the guy that is retaliating, because they don't see the first punch, they don't see the first words, whatever. It is often the second guy, and so we'll see. I mean, I think Nebraska, for its struggles on the field the last several years, at least, you know, that hasn't been too much of a problem.
Well, Drew in Wahoo says, LOL, where's part-time Rashawn at?
He's taking his vacation. He's trying to get
taking vacation. He says he's coming back how they say it?
Rejuvenated,
rejuvenated, and he's getting his days. I talked to him this morning. He was saying hopefully this is his last run to Wichita before the season starts. So I guess he's handling business. So we're gonna check the captain out Monday. You know, he's gonna come back loud and
with a bang,
loud and with a bang. Some of you might turn your radios down now before the captain comes back. But this is from Tim in Texas. He says, "Happy birthday, Mr. Farley. Thank you for so much for all the near heart attacks, from all the excitement watching you do your thing back in the days, glory days."
There you go.
So
yeah, if you have your favorite Terrell Farley memory, you can text that in 402-464-5685. Starter him and text line.
Eric said he'll bring us some combs from his dad's barber shop.
Hey,
I don't even have hair.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have hair. I could use it.
So you could bring me some oil sheen, you know, something to spray on my head after I cut it bald.
There you
go. Who is this? Farley remembers a good practice fight. Oh, there was plenty of practice fights. I mean, sometimes there wasn't fights. They were just Christian would just beat up somebody and it'd be over with.
It's a one-sided
You know, Jason would beat up somebody and it'd be over with.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
So, you know, what else? Talking is king, Terrell. Oh, is that for Sean?
I don't know. I think with you talking on the field. Probably referencing.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. What you got today?
Oh, we got plenty more. We're probably up against it, so we probably should take a break. But there's plenty to talk about. I brought this up a few weeks ago, and I want you guys to think about this, because I asked Rico about it. What will it take? Like, how many touchdowns does it take from Jeff Sims to get Nebraska to a bowl game? If you're thinking of a successful offensive season, a successful offense, how many touchdowns is that going to take? Ponder that for a second, and we'll be back after this. This is the captain here on 93.7 The Ticket.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
First, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to NovotnyNutritionandWellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
Our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Nick is here. What'd you call him earlier? Yeah, you got a name. He said a name. Can you hear Nick?
I said you look like a big swimming pool. You look like a big swimming pool over there. I called you Big Swim.
Big Swim.
All right. Should I tell the people what you called me the second week that I ever watched you?
Don't hang that over my head.
There's a track record here.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, sunny, breezy, and it will be a hot one this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 92. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight low of around 66. And tomorrow we'll see mostly sunny skies again. Breezy and a little cooler tomorrow. We'll see an afternoon high of around 82. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 Ticket. TicketFM.com.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to The Ticket 93.7. I'm the black shirt Terrell Farley, and I'm with
Buck.
All right. Old Megan on the ones and twos over there. She don't show her face. She's scared. She don't talk either. Not on our show.
No.
She's a mute. What they call them people that played on what was that? With the girl named Candace.
You're not talking my language. I don't know what you're talking about.
You seen the movie? It's a book too. Also, they had 3 trilogies of it.
I definitely don't read books.
Candace, she was one
Hunger Games. Yeah.
What they used to call them ones that had their tongue cut out.
I don't know.
They used to be their servants.
I don't know. That reminds me more of what was it? Game of Thrones or something. I think they have those guys.
Well, in Hunger Games, the people in the Capitol that take care of them, their tongues are cut out, so they can't talk when they're fixing your hair or getting your food or something like that. I forgot the name of it, but yeah. But what was your question now you gave us before break now?
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts about this. I brought this up on the water cooler a few weeks back, but I wanted to ask you and the listeners out there, go ahead and text us in again, 424-664-5685 on the Starter Heyman text line. How many touchdowns from Jeff Sims, total touchdowns? You could do passing or rushing, but just total touchdowns do you think Jeff Sims will have to have to get to a bowl game, which is how I deem a successful season for Nebraska? There's obviously a lot that plays into that. How much do you believe in the defense? How many touchdowns do you think is coming from the running game? How much reliance will there be on Jeff Sims altogether? Is he going to be a big red zone running quarterback? All that kind of plays in here. But how many touchdowns total do you think Jeff Sims needs to have for Nebraska to reach a bowl game?
Well, bowl games are not like they used to be. So, back in 2003, I was reading that Northern Illinois was 10-2. Beat Alabama and somebody else, and they still didn't go to a bowl game.
Yeah, it used to be hard to get to a bowl game.
But now it's so easy these days to get in any kind of bowl game. You go to a bowl game at 6 and 7.
Sometimes 5 and 7 teams get allowed
5
in.
and 7, 6 and 7. But I think if we want to go to a good bowl game, Jeff Sims has to almost throw for 18 to 20 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think.
And how much additional in the ground game do you think?
Probably 5 on the ground.
Yeah. So you're somewhere between, 20, 23, 25.
Oh, hopefully 20 for them all. 15 in the air, 5 on the ground.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Yeah. So something like that. But we also have to get the running backs involved. We have to have a decent running game. I think the defense is going to play a big factor this year because it's a new defense. Can teams pick up on it quick? Can this defense be able to start to run in the Big Ten? Can this unit tackle great at the beginning of the season instead of waiting halfway through the season like last year to make a run at it?
Well, they're going to tackle in practice, so that'll help.
But we need to do that. But we need to start early in games. We can't let the stuff like last year, the shutdowns or the mental errors that happens in games that plagued us last year. It's plenty of games I think we should have won last year. For instance, we should have won the Purdue game. Did we win that game?
No.
We should have won that Purdue game.
Trey Palmer had the record for receiving yards, but we didn't win the game.
We should have. We at least should have been in it better in the Illinois game. We should have won the Wisconsin game. Those are games you should win, not giving them up at the last minute. So that's the thing we have to do is learn how to take care of teams and put them out the game early. Don't let them hang in there to the fourth quarter. Then a miracle play happens at the end of the game where, I forget to cover my man coming out the backfield, and he sneaks out and get a first down and keeps the drive alive when we could be nailing it down and taking a victory. So it's, the offense has to, keep getting better and better each day. That goes for the offensive line especially. They have to really tune in and help Jeff Sims stay healthy, because without a healthy quarterback, this is not a good team.
Yeah, and that's kind of my fear and thought and going into this question is that I think Jeff Sims is going to be a big part of this offense, and I think that's fine. But you don't want it to be so quarterback centric that if you have an injury, all of a sudden you are where you were last year, or you were when Adrian went down, or you were when Taylor Martinez went down, or Tommy Armstrong went down. Nebraska's been so quarterback centric in their offenses, whether it be the running threat or even the passing threat with Casey Thompson, that there is that significant drop off. And again, Nebraska's not alone in that. That's a very common thing in college football. If you have a backup that's able to start these days, he's usually starting somewhere. He's usually transferred. But to me, if I'm looking at Jeff Sims, I think a good goal if you're trying to reach a bowl game, is going to be around 25 total touchdowns. Like, however you get there, 17 passing, 8 rushing, whatever it may be. At Georgia Tech, he never reached that mark. Of course, he was injured here and there, and that's another thing you have to look out for with Jeff Sims. But in 2020, he had 19 total touchdowns with 13 passing. In 2021, he had 16 total touchdowns with 12 passing. And then, last year he didn't play enough to really give you a good idea of it, but he had, 6 touchdowns, I suppose, in his limited actions. 5 of those were passing. So I think keeping him healthy, and then that strong running game. I mean, that 25 number can shrink to like a 20, like you're saying, if you're getting double digits from Gabe Ervin. If you're getting, the number one, whoever the number one running back is, has 12 touchdowns, and the next running back has, 5 or 6 touchdowns, then, that can be their method. That could be the way that they grind it out. In as Matt Rule was saying, they want to devastate you in the red zone. But I do think that Jeff Sims is going to be a big red zone weapon. And that's why I do think, when I'm looking at his rushing touchdowns, I think you're looking at somewhere, between 6 and 8 rushing touchdowns. I think would be a pretty good year for him.
Well, you're right, but at the same time, if we get that low to the ground or we get that close to the end zone, I want to pound it. I want to run power stuff. I want to get the backs a chance to get their feet wet. You don't want to put all that load on Jeff Sims because we don't know if he'll be able to take it. Hurt last year at the end at Georgia Tech, but you want to use Irvin and Grant and whoever is going to be back there. You want to use them majority of the time. Now, I can say that running a quarterback bootleg, that's fits Jeff Sims well, but running in between the tackles, I don't think he's built for that in the Big, especially in the Big Ten. This is not the ACC, but if the offensive line can really, hold their guys up for at least 2-3 seconds, that'll give Jeff Sims enough time to build up speed to go with his big body, But if he just can't sit back there and take sacks, and we just got to learn, get the blocking down pat, and keep fighting.
Yeah, and we'll see too. I think there's at least somewhat of an expectation. We'll see if they go with it to have some sort of package for Heinrich Harburg running the ball near the goal line or on short and down in
fullback.
Distance. Yeah, a fullback is welcome back into Nebraska. That will be the biggest pop, I think, of the years if a fullback gets a touchdown near the goal line. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I think as we've mentioned too, a lot of this, like trying to prognosticate how many touchdowns he needs, a lot of it has to do with that defense. If that defense really struggles out of the gate, and just maybe doesn't have what they really thought they had to go to the 3-3-5, and you've got to try to outscore everybody, this offense isn't built for that. That'll be a long season. The defense has to be at least average, and that's kind of where it's been, for the last several years. At times, early on last year, obviously was an outlier, was really bad, but you at least kind of got to get to that average mark. So that they don't, because this is not an aired out offense. This is not a quick score offense. I don't think they have the personnel necessarily for it. We'll see. You never know. Nebraska I think 2 years ago, the year where they went 3-9, was a big play offense and relied a lot on the big play. I don't know how much big play burst they have. I think this is more of a kind of a grinded out offense if they can do it. And if they can't, you're going to have to find other ways to do it. But I know that's plan A. Is the kind of like, and like you said, kind of get to the fourth quarter, start to lean on them a little bit.
Well, I think one of the biggest things is that we're leaving out one special position. I think on the offense is a big part, and I think that's tight end. I think running a 2 tight set or 3 tight ends, with an overload, that's a good combo. If we do get Eric Gilbert to get eligible, that's a big plus for us. But I think the tight end is going to play a major role in this offense. We seen last year the development of like Chancellor Brewerton at the end of the year. How this young man was running the ball. I wish he would have came back if he did have eligibility. But like they say, we have the 2 we have right now. We have the number 1, Thomas Fedoni, the number 1 tight end a couple of years ago. We have a kid who was a walk-on last year who just received a scholarship. Now he's probably number 1 right now till we figure out how healthy Fedoni is, though. But I think if Eric Gilbert gets eligible, I think that's a big plus for us.
Yeah, it would be a big plus. Of course, Nate Workature, the player you're referencing, I still think he might end up being Nebraska's best tight end. He might not have the highest upside as far as athleticism, but yeah, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit for him going in there as a walk-on freshman and being able to play from game one like he was able to do. So I expect him to have a great career. We better take a break. We've got plenty more to talk about, college football, Husker, and otherwise, but we are up against it. So we'll take a quick break and be right back here on The Captain on 93.7 The Ticket.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM First, 93.7 The Ticket.
Our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Vershawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Brand.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
General contractors, business owners, property owners, The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at PremierDW.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, sunny, breezy. It could be a hot one this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 92. Tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight low of around 66. Tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies again. Breezy and a little cooler tomorrow. We'll see an afternoon high of around 82. Meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at him, sure. Look at him, sure. And the captain.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley.
Who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bog got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeah, boy. Welcome back to The Ticket. 93.7 on the Black Shirt, Terrell Farley, and I'm with
Buck.
Yeah. Happy birthday to the Black Shirt, a.k.a. Two Grills. I might fire both of the grills up today, but I doubt it. I'm going to wait till Saturday. Get a little preseason football. Well, if I wait next week, isn't that week 0 of football?
I'm trying to think now because all the days are colliding. Next Saturday should be not this Saturday, but you're right. But next Saturday should be week 0. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm
awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the week 0. It's been a while since I looked at the week 0 schedule just to see. There's a few games that I'll be interested in.
So, what all backlash did you get from the alternate jerseys yesterday?
That's interesting. I did want to talk about that. After a day of seeing it, I wonder how people are kind of feeling, because it is strange. I know you're not alone in not liking the blue. There again is a historic precedent to it in the fact that Oklahoma came to Nebraska in 1923 with only red jerseys, so Nebraska had to go out and find some blue jerseys to wear. Okay. I don't know if that means you can wear blue. It's a bit strange. It's just red and blue are kind of like polar opposites in many ways. And so it's a bit weird to see it. I do think, again, you won't see it from a distance. I mean, you won't be able to tell. I do really love the fact that they put kind of basically the Husker scripture, the in the deed, the glory, all that stuff on the sleeves. I love the patch. So I think it's to me, I really like it. Other than the blue, which I think is basically everybody's complaint. But if you take the blue out, is it enough of an alternate? So it kind of gives you a little bit of something. But I still don't think most people generally absolutely love it, but that's kind of alternates in general. Most people are going to have their complaints about an alternate jersey one way or the other. I also found it kind of interesting, and I don't know how many people have seen this or were kind of plugged in. The early renditions of that, or basically the same jersey, was leaked, I think in like February. I mean, I saw that jersey a long time ago. And it just yesterday was announced as officially the next Husker jersey. So I don't know where that came from. That was just a kind of another thought of mine, is like, how did that leak happen?
Well, I don't know, but I just figured us being Nebraska that we can get things right, but it just seems like we can't get right when we do things like this. It's I've seen more than one complaint on Facebook and Twitter about uniforms. Well, oh, what is blue about Nebraska? Never wore it. They say in 1923, but if I understand the 100-year mark, but I don't understand why the blue has to be in it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like it to begin, but again, I think from a distance, you won't be able to tell. I just don't know how much, like, alternate jerseys to a degree are supposed to also kind of sell the alternate jerseys. Get different jerseys out there in stores. I wonder how many people will get these. Some of them might like them. I mean, it's kind of got a Superman look to it, maybe an American look to it because it's red, white, and blue. So there are some people that will like it, but to me, it's the polar opposite of what you think of when you think of Nebraska. I thought you put it pretty well yesterday when you said you didn't even sign stuff with a blue pen. I mean, there's no sort of blue when you were part of a Husker football team, and I kind of think the same way. To the point, and that stuff, again, it can be small and can be not that big of a deal, but we're seeing Deion do a kind of throwback to Bill McCartney. Apparently, according to the Denver Post, Sean Keeler, Deion has banned the color red inside Buffalo's football facilities. I think I said Paul McCartney, which is I meant Bill McCartney. Yeah, Paul McCartney was one of the Beatles. I don't think he had too much problem with the Huskers, but Bill McCartney, who banned red inside Colorado's football fields facilities, at least according to the Denver Post, Deion Sanders doing the same thing. And it's also interesting in that same article, Omarion Miller is a name you might recognize. Was committed to Mickey Joseph in Nebraska at one time, ultimately committed to Colorado. And as a freshman, he looks like he's probably going to play. Now, again, there's probably going to be a lot of freshmen playing for Colorado. But back to the original point from that article.
But you know what?
That's how much they're hating the color red. They're banning it.
They can ban us from practice in the facilities. But come September 9th, we're going to take over Boulder.
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
Going to take it over. We're going to make Boulder. We're going to call it Boulder, Nebraska. Then
there's going to be a lot of red in Boulder.
There's going to be a lot of red there, and Deion's probably going to be overwhelmed, and it's gonna affect them. Not to hear their crowd and hear most of the big red country out there and things like that. But the garbologist said that by the way, Fordoni was wearing that performance tracking men's sports bra at the podium yesterday.
Yeah, I told you. I think the Huskers are wearing those. Oh, I think basically athletes across the country are wearing those.
I would
now.
Never.
If your coach asked you to, this is for the benefit of the team, Terrell.
No.
I'd
rather you stick something on my butt to track me instead of make me wear a sports bra around. And just looking at Kyler Murray in it the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Like, I didn't know if it was his fashion statement or him, or something else.
Yeah, again, this is not just Kyler Murray. This is across college and pro football and maybe down to the high school level.
Make them longer. Make them longer.
Maybe just make them longer.
Yeah, make it look like a wife beater or something, like a tank top or something. Don't make it look like you got a sports bra on or a swimming sports bra on or something.
Not everything in sports is, as far as gear is made for the aesthetic of it. Jock straps aren't very cool looking, but people wear those.
You have to wear them.
That's right.
I don't wear them to game day, though. I don't wear them during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate them during game day. Makes my back end feel kind of loose back there.
That's right.
Yeah, you don't know what's back there. It's just open. It's a jock.
Yeah,
but
that's
you gotta
what I'm
wear
saying. It's not necessarily cool. Doesn't look cool to wear a jock strap, but you wear it.
I don't think I wore a jock most of the time.
Didn't you? Even in the games?
No, I don't think so. Just the girdle.
Yeah.
I at first, when I first started, when you first started playing, you're one of those kids, you put everything on.
Yeah.
But then when you go to practice, you see guys like, hey, you don't have a jock on, and he don't have any big thigh pads. Little, he has little. So the lighter you make yourself for the game and what you feel like, because I used to get little thigh pads and little knee pads. because I wanted to run. You know, I think that was a big advantage because I also tried to get in the size 28 pants back then. So, you know, that was trying to scoot them on and you know, cut off some circulation. But, you know, I try to make myself light as I can.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's just the way I play.
Did you ever, I don't remember, did you ever do the kind of the crop top jersey? Like
Well,
your
they
belly
came
hang
like
out
that.
sometimes?
They
Yeah, they
came
all
like
did,
that. Yeah, we didn't.
You didn't necessarily have to alter it.
You didn't have to alter nothing. They was just, that's how they was made. You know, they was made to make you look like a gladiator or like a, you know, but now they have to have them tucked in and all that stuff. I would probably be one of those players that have my jersey hanging out the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to stop the play. Hey, stop. Hey, put your jersey in. You know, every play. I'm not going to tell you again. You can put you out for 3 plays.
Will you be one of those guys for Sean really doesn't like when they have the extra mouthpiece hanging out?
Well, I'll try to keep my mouthpiece in at all times. You know, so between plays when you're trying to breathe and, you know, catch your breath, you know, you really just slide it on the side. But, you know, you have to play with a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
You know, just like I say, I think these guys have a mouthpiece in, but I think the dangling one is just for a backup.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to have mouthpieces and things like that.
Especially on defense. I mean, your goal is to be needing a mouthpiece.
Unless you're going to knock all your teeth out.
Yeah.
Gonna be
bite your tongue.
Be gumming a lot of stuff around here. So, you know, got to.
Yeah. A couple other things we can get to here. Just news from the last couple of days. I thought that this was interesting. Trev Alberts had a sit down with the Lincoln Journal-Star and Amy Just and said the next round of conference expansion is likely to be far more disruptive than anything we're currently engaged in. I thought that was kind of interesting. It looks like at least the current round of conference expansion is coming to a pause. Of course, you still have to kind of figure out what to do with the remaining Pac-4. So as far as that goes, you're still going to have
Big 12 said they're done.
Big 12 said they're done. The SEC and Big 10 at this time said they're not interested in Florida State and Clemson. Florida State's the 2024 exit deadline for the ACC has passed. So Florida State will be playing in the ACC in 2024. Now they're going to kind of look for the 2025 season. So it's looking like as football season is upon us, you won't have too much of that distraction. But like I said, you still have to kind of figure out, and I don't know if there's a timeline for it, what to do with Stanford, Cal, and Oregon State and Washington State to see if they're going to join the Mountain West, if they're going to try to keep the Pac-12 alive. The American has shown some interest. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But anyways, back to Trev Alberts too. The other thing is something that I've been saying as well is, and Alberts brought it up, which, you know, when an athletic director does, it's a little more important than when a radio host does. Alberts recently said that in his personal opinion, he thinks the future it has to contemplate football being taken out of the mix as far as kind of conference affiliation compared to the other sports. Because in football, you're just, you know, we can make these coast to coast travels and there's 12 games a year and it's just a fun travel opportunity and all that. But in basketball and baseball, all the other sports, there's so many games and there's just not the money that there is in football to fund the travel itself. And it seems like a nightmare. I do think that they'll probably give it a go for a few years. I think kind of the nuance of it and, just to try it out and really see the logistics of it and how it plays out will allow them to better prepare for the future. But I do think eventually you might see more regional conferences for everything outside of basketball and football.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible the way they disbanded the Pac-12, but college football is looking for a way around trying to make it a better game for everybody. By doing this, I don't know if you should do it just geographical. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Pacific side, the Midwest side, and the Atlantic side. So it's so many ways you can do this. But like I said, only Florida State don't. They too late for the exit for 24, but. Let's see how good they do this year, and if they're up on their game, and see how people try to get them for the next year after that. So you got to watch out for Clemson and Clemson and Florida State probably joining the ACC. I mean the SEC.
SEC.
But you never know. I don't think they're a good fit for the Big Ten. I just think that's going too far out, and then we going all the way out to Washington and the Southern Cal teams, and it's just. too much traveling for these kids. Not football wise, like we said. Football will take care of itself, but for the other sports like baseball, wrestling, and volleyball, and the other sports like that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that the future, to me, I think the Big Ten does need to go after a Texas school. I think they need to getting into the South, because again, we could talk about all these brand names and TV contracts and money, and yes, that's going to be the most important as far as like your place in the sport. But when you're still talking about who has won the championships, which that brings quite a bit of money to it as well. Florida State and Clemson are two of the teams outside of the SEC that have won it in the last 15 to 20 years. And they're in that Southeast footprint. I think the Big Ten, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face, needs a few teams from the Southeast footprint. And I think if they can get them big brand names and not have to go with the also-rans that we're kind of seeing with the Pac-12, if the ACC disrupts and the SEC grabs the best of the ACC, then it's not going to help all that much to get, kind of the North Carolinas, the Virginias, the schools that academically fit better for the Big Ten or whatever. I think you got to go after Clemson. You got to go after Florida State. But the Big Ten's been kind of, well, for one, nobody wants to be the one that kind of ends college sports as we know it. And that's why the Big Ten seem to be hesitant with Oregon and Washington. But, even with USC and UCLA, it's important to note that they came to the Big Ten with the idea of joining the conference, not the other way around. So the Big Ten hasn't really been all that proactive in going out and getting people. It's just when it absolutely makes sense to grab UCLA and USC, and then at the point of the Pac-12 implosion, and then those two other brands of the Oregon and Washington that are there, that the Big Ten has made the move. And so I think you're going to need to see the ACC all but implode before they'll take Florida State and Clemson. And that's what basically feels like that's what Florida State's goal is to find their way out, maybe partially implode the ACC, and then see where you go from there. Because outside of that, you're still looking at are you a big enough brand to go independent as a Florida State? You could for a few years, but eventually you want to find your way to a conference.
Yeah, I kind of like this question that Garbala just asked us right there. He said, do you think the $300 million Kansas is invested into the football is trying to move from the Big 12 to either the SEC or Big 10? They asked the Big 10 for membership after Texas and Oklahoma announced their departure.
I don't think they're necessarily trying. It's putting themselves in a better position altogether. There's finally money being drawn and going in and coming out of Kansas football, out of Lawrence, because they finally got a good program. They were the doormat of the Power Five for years and years and years. And so I don't know if I'd necessarily say that. Listen, Kansas, Iowa State, Kansas State, all those Big 12 schools, anybody that's not in the Big 10 or the SEC would love an invitation and would take it, because financially it makes the most sense in the world. It puts you in with the haves. It puts you in the most security. The Big 12, as we project this thing out, is going to be the third conference, and the ACC might be there with it, and you can argue on the field the ACC is above the Big 12, but Big 12 and hats off to Brett Yormark, the Big 12 commissioner, has found a place in the new world of college football, which is not the top brands, but a lot of kind of the middle tier brands, and made a conference out of it. But you better bet that if it does come to a vote, Kansas Board of Regents wouldn't take long to quickly join the Big 10.
Kansas?
Oh yeah,
I don't think they fit the Big 10. Let me tell you why Kansas does this. They get this money to build this thing because they want to keep up with the Joneses. They want to get the good recruits in. They want to get. This is not about moving to the Big 10 or the SEC. This is about upgrading your facilities, because this is what attract kids these days. You got to have the modern day stuff that these kids like, or just to show, just to to catch their eye. Because if you have a regular campus, it's just going to be a regular campus now. You see this all over the world happening now. Arkansas did theirs a couple of years ago. They got a barbershop in theirs, got a game room. Now you see Nebraska coming out with theirs. Supposedly it's something they're supposed to be let down or let up to the football field or whatever. So it's a different way.
Terrell, I think you're getting birthday presents.
Oh man, it's just, I don't know, man. Just some Dolphin stuff.
Farley?
Yes.
I sent you a text in the text line earlier. You didn't respond to it. See that one?
Which one?
Said happy birthday, Farley. Fins up.
Oh. Yeah.
You seem to miss that one somehow.
Bach missed it too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I unless I have the wrong number, I think I sent it like an hour ago.
Did you? I don't
Something
know.
like that, Farley. I'm just saying. I
don't know.
gave you a nice happy birthday, and I heard your call for gifts on the airwaves. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Farley needs some gifts today.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, I didn't put my Cash App in there. And thanks to One Eye Ray.
Yeah, One Eye Ray.
For the Mountain Dew he brought me.
I gotta tell you, I just got back from Target. Don't go there right now if you don't need to, because it's full of people going to college. There's 9,000 people at the Target across the street, and I made it. I said I committed to you, Farley, because I knew I had to get here before you were gone. I went to Target. I battled through 9,000 college kids.
You have to tell the single guys in there, hey, it's 9,000 college girls over
I know.
there.
Well, it's true. Yeah. Hey, listen. If you're single, go to Target right now.
There you go,
If you're not, then I'd stay the heck away. I got you a gift for your birthday, Farley.
Yeah.
Here's a 12-pack of more Mountain Dew for you.
There you
Thank
go.
you,
Yeah.
Jake. You're so
And I'm not done yet.
Oh.
I heard the call for jerky.
Oh.
So
here comes the beef
here's a
jerky.
peppered beef jerky and one more bag of beef jerky.
Even more beef jerky.
Old-fashioned beef jerky.
Oh, this isn't the stuff that we got from the Big Ten, was it?
No, I went and bought it. No, I went and bought it.
Okay.
And then lastly, we know that Farley likes the candy bowl up front. He
Yeah.
he has approximately 60 pieces a day.
That's correct.
60.
60?
So this might last you 2 days, Farley. There's 125
Oh,
pieces
man.
of candy. We got Milky Ways, Snickers, Twix, Three Musketeers.
Oh, man.
You don't have to share that bag. That's all for you,
I'm gonna
Terrell.
cry, Jay.
You should cry.
Are you a little more of a Dolphins fan now?
No.
No. Okay.
We beat the Dolphins last week.
I get a call Saturday morning from Farley. Says, "Hey, loser boy, fins down."
Preseason trash
Yeah,
talk.
I'm like, Terrell, it doesn't even count. Like, it counts to me. Fins down, loser. He said he ends the call with fins down, loser. Click, and that was it.
Yeah, every time you lose, I'm gonna. You shouldn't have gave me.
Hey, Jake, fins down, loser.
Yeah, shouldn't have gave me your number. I'm gonna during the season. Don't start off like 0-3.
What if they win?
Huh?
You didn't say anything if they win?
Yeah, you won't get a call from me then. So you know.
Just every loss.
Yeah.
Well, why not a fins up once in a while? How
Well,
about fins up winner?
I'll write it on your board.
Okay, I'll take that.
Every Sunday morning.
If they win?
Monday morning. Yep.
You say congrats, fins up.
Yep. Losers.
There'll be about 15 fins ups this year for you, Farley. Yeah, 15.
No,
Hear that,
no.
Bach? 15 wins this year.
I don't know about that. That's a lot.
15. 15.
That's a crowded AFC East.
Well, not for us.
What else you got in the bag? You
That's
bought
just a receipt. Oh, this
Okay.
is for me. I got myself some mints.
Okay.
Need that for my mouth. Yeah, that's for
There
me.
you go, yeah,
That's
All
for
right.
me. All right, Farley.
You're a great guy, Popeye.
Yeah, Popeye refers to my enormous calves, which are way bigger than they should be for my
Look at
body.
Rico. Look at Rico.
Yeah, see,
We-
I got a mustache, Rico. See that?
Now I feel like
I took
I'm
care
not
of Rico.
That's going home with me, Rico.
Yep.
Hey, I'm coming over to your place to play video games tonight.
No, I can't have any company.
Why? You told me to come over yesterday.
Well, you don't understand what people my age do on their birthday night, so I don't want any company. Okay.
Well, I do understand, but I just wanted to come over and play video games. But I understand.
Yeah. So,
you don't want to be playing.
I'll come over tomorrow.
yeah. You come over and I'll be playing my game in my birthday suit, so you might not want to.
I won't come over.
So
I'm
okay.
not coming over.
Birthday suit. Yeah. On that note, I'm leaving the studio.
right.
Happy birthday, Farley.
Thank you, Jake.
Well, there you go. Great gifts from, of course, Early Breaks, Jake Sorensen. You heard from Rico there as well. We are up against it, so we better take a break. We'll let you jump into your beef jerky and Mountain Dew and Twix bars and all that here. We will be back on the Captain on 93.7 The Ticket.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
proud to be voted Best Vape Shop.
Generation V.
Is thrilled to announce our newest location is now open at 27th and Superior.
Generation V.
Explore the largest selection of vape, Delta 8, Kratom, all your favorite brands of disposables, e-liquid, and premium THCA flower.
Generation V.
We'll guide you through our extensive collection to help you find the perfect fit.
Generation V.
With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, Seward, York, Kearney, and Beatrice. Visit our newest store now open at 27th and Superior in Lincoln. GenerationV.com. E6 contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Rashawn Jackson for Brandt Excavating. Brandt's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brandt is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brandt Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrandtExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brandt Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go big Brandt.
Need service on your home air conditioner? No matter what brand you have, just call Bryant, 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway's regular season is winding down, so get out there while you can to get your racing fix. This Saturday, August 19th, Pepsi, the Nebraska Lottery, and Empire Fence present the back-to-school bash featuring the Twin River Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and the A1 Iron Stock Cars. Plus, don't miss the School Bus Demolition Derby after the races. Let's go racing at Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. You can check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Are you ready to upgrade your combine? Don't wait. Act now to choose from the widest selection of used combines at Acres Equipment. Acres, Nebraska's leading John Deere combine dealer, is offering 2.9% interest for 60 months on over 100 pre-owned combines. Each combine includes our A-plus uptime program to keep you running flawlessly throughout harvest season. Go to acres.com to view a huge inventory of low-hour, late-model equipment. Find what you like, and we'll deliver it to your farm for free. Acres, solutions for every field.
Our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier and more affordable.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to The Ticket. Man, Jake got me good, man. I got a lot of stuff to take home.
Yeah.
I got some cake. I got some buns. I got some. Oh, my dogs are gonna love this beef jerky. I might give them a little piece. I don't want to tear their stomach up because their stomach is a little sensitive.
I was gonna say, if you're just gonna feed the dogs the beef jerky, just leave it here. I mean, humans can eat it too.
No, I feed them grain-free food. So, but I don't want to tear their stomach up. But it's just a little treat to get them to follow me.
Yeah.
Get them to trick them and go into their room. They hate that.
Yeah.
They hate that room in the basement.
Oh, they do. They don't like it yet.
Yeah,
The new house.
Yeah, but I put carpet in there and I got to put a TV in there for them. But when I leave the house, I got a TV I'm going to put in there for
Do
them.
they like the TV?
I don't know. I just like to turn it on for them when I leave,
Give them
so
something
they
to do.
can hear voices, so they don't think they're alone. But they have this room in the basement. It's like when you tell a dog, the dog will follow you. They'll follow me except when I go close to that room.
Oh yeah,
and they take off.
They know you're leaving them there.
Yeah, they know, and it's a fight.
Yeah,
and sometimes it don't turn out well because they get mad when I yell and shout, and you make them use the bathroom just a little. Like, oh no, now you use the bathroom here. Now I'm gonna really get you, but I haven't been able to get them in there in 2 days. So
oh no,
they've been in my room.
Yeah,
So
you better
when I
use some of
leave,
that beef jerky.
yeah. So maybe this beef jerky, I can put it on a string and throw it and snatch it back out when they get in there.
There you go. Yeah.
So who
Eat it
knows?
in front of them.
Who knows? But yeah, I got some Mountain Dew and
Yeah,
pretty
Terrell
good day.
Farley's birthday. A reminder if you're just joining us here on the Captain on 93.7 The Ticket. I thought this was kind of interesting. Ohio State is going to have a Big Ten matchup with Maryland on October 7th. Of course, this is not new information. However, what is new, it was released in the last couple of days. It will be streamed exclusively on Peacock. Ohio State football fans are not happy because their AD had previously made comments, and we know the Ohio State brand, basically refusing to play any games in which that doesn't fit their TV window or however they feel wanted. The Ohio State AD previously had said that he does not anticipate any streaming of Ohio State football games. Maybe when it comes to basketball season, maybe then. But it looks like that's the plan for now for the Big Ten. And of course, Peacock is part of the NBC deal that Nebraska and in the Big Ten has. I think Nebraska has not had any. It doesn't have any games lined up to just be streamed on Peacock. I think you can expect that again once basketball season comes around. But how do you think Nebraska fans would take it if you had to stream a Nebraska game? You have to, if you don't have Peacock, you have to buy it. For what it's worth, Peacock right now, I get it every month. It's like $6. It's not going to bother you too much, but it's a different way of viewing. It's kind of the new world that we're entering in, cord cutting and all that stuff. Although the TV networks are still in control and will continue to be once you go into streaming because the networks are already built and they're already kind of building their streaming options there. Would it bother you for Nebraska to be on Peacock? Because it will happen eventually.
I wouldn't buy Peacock. I'd probably just go to the bar and watch it.
It's $6, Terrell. A month. You can just do it once.
I got Netflix. I got other things I have.
Yeah.
I can't keep buying, different streaming services because different colleges play on them. It's a shame that they just won't come on NBC or ABC or whoever they with. I mean, I'm not going to buy Peacock. I'm going to buy Tubi, but
that's right.
But I'm not going to buy something just to watch a game. Not for to waste $6 on. Because now you got so many different stream things you can go to. You got Apple, which is they say who's supposed to do that? The Pac-12.
They were thinking about it, yeah.
So now you have the Big Ten channel. You have the ACC channel. You have the SEC channel. You have the Mountain West channel. You have all these Big 12 channels. I mean, I don't know. It's just too much football for too much little service of TV.
Well, just think of, the alternate to this is where it was in the past. I mean, Peacock joining the mix, it might be different. It might be something that you're not used to as a college football fan, but it's better. I mean, it brings you more games. These are not games that would otherwise be on any other channel, maybe outside of BTN. I don't know if their viewing or their amount of games is going to take a hit because of this, but ultimately, this is just more games, more opportunity to go out there and get them.
Well, I like it on Fox. So we're on Fox now.
Well, I mean, it's ideal to be on Fox because that's the national window. That's where you're going to get. And Nebraska's got a few games on there. But if it's not on Fox, if it's a lesser game, it'll go to FS1 or to BTN. And now Peacock's another option.
Well, I know we're not going to see the Raging Cajuns
on main Fox,
on main Fox or a Big Noon or even a Big Ten game probably, but we might. But you want to see the best games that they had to offer though. That's my analogy on that, because I like to see the best games that obviously can be played. If Nebraska's playing and let's say Michigan and Ohio State's playing, I mean, who you think I'm gonna watch?
Right.
I'm going to watch Michigan and Ohio State because there's going to be something on the line for it. It's going to be two ranked teams going against each other. And, that's just the way football is.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it's going to be for most of the nation. Now, I will watch Nebraska no matter what, and I'll find a way to do it.
Don't Ohio State play Oregon or somebody? Who plays Oregon this year? Don't somebody from the Big Ten play them early in the year?
Let me look at
Or that's Oregon and Texas. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Ohio State did play Oregon a couple years ago, so they might be having that return visit. Looks like Oregon's only got Texas Tech for their non-con, so I don't think it's Big Ten. But Ohio State does have a good game. They played Notre Dame last year to open up the season. See if I can't remember what their non-con is. They open up with Indiana, so that's a conference game, and they do have Notre Dame once again on September 23rd. So that could be something to look forward to. But again, to me with Peacock, again, it's like $6. And then the other part of it is, if you remember, and Oklahoma's still been dealing with this. There was a time back in the early 2000s before BTN when Nebraska didn't get picked up by networks when they do pay-per-views, and you'd have to pay $60, whatever it was, for the pay-per-view. Well, now with Peacock, it's $6, $6 a month.
Now, let me tell you something about this $6, Bob.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, so you have a bank account, okay?
I do.
So you have $6 in your account, and you say, man, I get paid tomorrow, but I need these $6 today. And little old Peacock comes and snatches your last little $6 out.
Yeah.
How you feel about that, Bob? You forgot to cancel it. And there goes those little $6 that was going to get you a cheeseburger and a soda.
Oh, yeah.
Till you get paid tomorrow, because that was your lunch money.
You got when you pay for it, you got to remember that's the $6. You can't forget about your subscriptions.
Look,
that's
hey,
on
Bob,
you.
I know I got a lot of stuff, and I used to be in that boat where I have like $10, $15 till the next day, and $10.99 to come out the PlayStation.
Yeah.
I said, dang, I didn't even play the game this week. And it took out $10. But now I'm not in that boat because money is very well, it's taken care of now. But, but some things like that happen, Bob.
Well, let me tell you what you're going to miss out on if you don't buy Peacock this year.
Okay.
Because this is Britt McMurphy. This is what he tweeted out the other day, and these are the newer games. There's more than this. But Michigan State at Iowa, not going to see it.
Do I care about Michigan State?
All right.
No.
Rutgers at Wisconsin.
Whoa, I'm going to miss that one.
Maryland at Ohio State. We mentioned that.
Whoa, I'm going to miss two.
Could be the upset. Actually, Maryland at Ohio State. That could be a big.
I'm going to miss two. Little brother get beat up in the Buckeye.
Ohio State at Purdue.
Oh, wow.
Want to see that one? Illinois at Maryland. Actually, Ohio State Purdue is on Fox, so you'll get to see that one.
Yeah, that's not really exciting football.
Either way, yeah. Iowa at Northwestern. And Minnesota at Purdue. You're gonna miss all those games.
Them are some great games, man. Those are games that you don't want to miss. Those are like, they got playoff contention.
Yes.
This is for the Big Ten West, but no, I don't care about the $6, Bob.
I am going to enjoy all those mediocre Big Ten games. Those are the games that I truly live for in the college football season. Also, someone says, come on, Terrell, get Peacock. WW pay-per-views are on there when you purchase Peacock. That's what
7-day free trial, Chase B says.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah, and you go about it. Yeah. Who's this? Oh, yeah.
And Oak Valley Husker, by the way, says expect people to cut their BTN subscription. Then they can't expect people to have 100 streaming services. It's ridiculous. We'll see. I don't know. BTN might be taking a little bit of hit as far as the games that they get, and certainly what they get to put on. But Peacock's not going to take over for BTN altogether. So, once you get into kind of the other sports and basketball is certainly a big deal. We'll see how much they factor into basketball season.
Come on, Terrell, get Peacock. WWE pay-per-view are on there for free.
That's
when
right.
You purchase Peacock.
Your WrestleMania for $6.
I don't even watch wrestling no more. Stone Cold is not even there no more. The Rock is not there no more.
If they make a return, would you pay $6 to see it?
Yeah, I go over to somebody's house and watch it. I'm not paying $6 for another nothing.
It's like the cheapest streaming service there is. Nothing else is $6.
Well, I got, like I said, I have YouTube TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much is that?
I don't know.
It's more than $6.
It's probably like $49.
Yeah.
But I get Big Ten, SEC. I get a lot of channels.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Keep your subscriptions at bay. Remember where they are. Remember to pay them. There's now apps out there. It's like, hey, pay us, and we will keep your subscription in order. It's like you're adding to your
Guess
problem
what?
there.
Peacock is crazy. All right. We're coming back. The Ticket, 93.7.
Crazy. Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway's regular season is winding down, so get out there while you can to get your racing fix. This Saturday, August 19th, Pepsi, the Nebraska Lottery, and Empire Fence present the back-to-school bash, featuring the Twin River Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and the A1 Iron Stock Cars. Plus, don't miss the School Bus Demolition Derby after the races. Let's go racing at Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. You can check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Nutrition Authority invites you to save 35 to 75% off at our back-to-school blowout. We're taking our better-than-internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, August 14th through 19th, the back-to-school blowout is on at Nutrition Authority. For location information, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Ironhide Construction has an immediate opening for an administrative assistant in their Lincoln office. The ideal candidate will have experience performing a variety of general office, administrative, and clerical duties. If you have excellent communication, interpersonal, and organizational skills, and are the type of person who enjoys keeping track of all the fine details, then this job is for you. Learn more online at ironhideconstruction.com/careers. Ironhide Construction. Quality buildings and genuine service at a reasonable price.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, sunny, breezy, and it'll be a hot one this afternoon. We'll see a high of around 92. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight cool around 66. And tomorrow we'll see mostly sunny skies again, breezy and a little cooler. Tomorrow we'll see an afternoon high of around 82. The meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Power on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, welcome back, Buck. We made it.
We made it.
Day number 8 without the captain.
That's right. We don't have a captain on this ship.
Yeah, somebody said when Vershawn get back, tell him I'm the captain now.
He's lost his captain status.
Yeah,
for leaving.
He's just
ditching the boat.
I don't know when he comes back. It's going to be kind of crazy. I don't know. We'll see Monday.
Yeah,
we'll see Monday.
By the way, as these inter squad or in NFL, they're doing the cross squad scrimmages. Looks like Trey Palmer, a report at least from Pewter Report, who's a Bucks reporter, is a credentialed media site, said huge deep ball completion of 60 plus yards and a touchdown from Kyle Trask to Trey Palmer. He beat Sauce Gardner on the play. Sauce Gardner is the
Miami.
best defensive back in
He
the
plays for the
sport,
Jets,
basically,
don't he?
for the Jets. Yeah. Trey Palmer has looked good so far. Let's all keep our fingers crossed. I mean, this could be a case of, good, unfortunately for Nebraska, good player, bad team, kind of gets overlooked, drops in the draft. I mean, obviously ran a great 40, one of the best times of all the players, best times of the wide receivers. There was once a Big Ten wide receiver, similar situation, bad team, good player, Stephon Diggs, 5th round draft pick. So maybe there's some precedent there. Maybe Trey Palmer rises up the ranks pretty quickly. He feels like he's getting enough, juice behind him that he's even, at least with a flyer there late in some of your fantasy drafts, if you're thinking about it.
It's a good thing for Trey Palmer that when he was at LSU, he didn't play a lot, or he didn't play that much. So now he saved all his good football time, as I call it. The football gods have blessed him. Because, now he's really picking up now because, he only played here 1 year. before that, he didn't really contribute that much to
LSU.
LSU. So now it's like he's got his football guard on. But the thing is that he's young enough, and if he can get his body, like, at least gain 15 pounds of muscle and still be able to keep that speed, Trey Palmer could be a special player.
Yeah, and the only thing that kind of worried about me with him was a few important drops last year. I mean, had the ball thrown his way quite a bit. Obviously, has the speed.
Stuff you can work on, though.
Stuff you can work on. And if you're breaking 60 yarders against Sauce Gardner, I mean that's going to be eye openers. I mean, that's really going to kind of allow you to overlook a drop here and there. If he's able to get the big play completions, and he has that type of speed, he has that type of game breaking ability that I've seen some say that maybe, and again, you get too early when you're comparing to, like I said, a Stephon Diggs, or what I'm about to say is people are kind of saying maybe, what's the former player? I had his name in my mind, that the Philly receiver used to play for Cal. Game breaker, Deshaun Jackson. He's kind of had that comparison as an absolute, big play. And Deshaun Jackson, one of the best big play wide receivers of all time.
Yeah. So the thing about it is that Trey doesn't look fast. He looks like he's just gliding on the field, but he's actually running real fast. So, that's he and Sauce Gardner, like we said, is a great corner, but they get beat sometimes too. So it goes both ways on one-on-ones and things like that. But that's good for Trey, and good for his pockets down the road, because that leads to a better contract for him, at least because we was thinking probably third round, and he ended up going in the fifth, sixth, didn't he? So, that just makes it better for him in the long run.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that is a story to continue tracking. I know, like, preseason football getting underway, it's a lot of fun to kind of see where these guys are going. I know Adrian Martinez had a go-ahead touchdown. I know he's a little bit long ago former Husker. Cade Warner is even another one that transferred away from Nebraska that's now getting a look in the NFL.
Tampa too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long shot.
It's a long shot for him because you have Trey Palmer there.
Yeah.
Really, and Cade Warner is a free agent, but he's good enough to make the practice roster, though. That's the good thing. See, when we played, they only had 5 that could be on the practice roster.
Right.
So now you have probably a whole squad of them.
You can't have a whole
and
team
even you can have veterans on the practice roster.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big pluses that they have. And as Kate Warner does his thing, they know he's Kurt Warner's son, and it might work out for him, to keep him on the practice roster, just things like that.
Yeah. Another guy, Garrett Nelson, in the Dolphins mini camp, I believe is a guy to look out for. A guy that you kind of forget, maybe if you're kind of moved on past that, could have came back for another year at Nebraska. And I think Nebraska really could have used him. I mean, you talk about a cornerstone on the defense and somebody that, kind of flashed all Big Ten potential at times. Hopefully he makes the team too. I mean, he had a year of eligibility.
I wonder how he fits in the 3-3-5.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, when you hear the guys who started, we haven't heard enough of Elijah Judy this summer yet. We haven't heard too much about him. If they was to play today, I think they'll go the other way without, he would be a backup. But, you got to give these guys a chance to get their motors running, and we'll see once football starts.
Yeah, and Coach Rule mentioned it the other day that if they played in Minnesota today at wide receiver, they might not have some of the freshmen starting. And they rely on some of the older guys, and you kind of wonder about that on the defensive line too, because whether it's Princewell Uman-Whalen or Cam Linhart, I mean, there's been some guys that flashed, young guys that flashed there on the defensive line, and typically that's one of those positions that unless you just have it, you're going to need to add weight to go up against those Big Ten offensive lines. Nebraska a little bit thin there. I'm really interested to see how many of the young guys get into that rotation, or if it's just, guys that have been here for a few years, or Raquan Buckley, I expect to play quite a bit.
Seems like he's been here for years.
Yeah. So, I mean, if for some of those guys have been steadily waiting their turn, and now the time is now, and you don't want to be passed up by one of those young freshmen.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. It's a lot, we're just waiting on that 2 deep, depth chart. Probably after this week's scrimmage, they probably give us a hint about something, because pretty soon you have to start your Minnesota preparation. So, I think after this week, 3 good weeks of fall camp, we should be hearing starters and backup names.
And they are, by the way, practicing today. There is no media today or tomorrow, so you have to wait till Friday when Coach White will speak and another defensive coach. But 6:30 p.m. practice tonight. They've been switching it up a little bit, trying to get maybe the players used to playing at all times. Of course, the Minnesota game set to kick off at 7 here in 2 weeks and a day. You like switching up the practice schedule? Would you like to keep it one time so they're kind of in this camp mode, or do you like switching the times around because college football is played all throughout the day?
Well, first of all, we didn't practice in the morning. We went to school in the morning and we practiced in the afternoon. So I really like how we did it. Late practice, 3 o'clock practice from like 3 to 5:30, something like that. 2:45. Have meetings at 2, and then we just go on from there.
Yeah, different ways. Different coaches do it different ways. I think there's some benefit in doing it this way. Hopefully, it'll pay off for Nebraska here in a few weeks. That'll wrap it up for the captain. Terrell, one last time, happy birthday. We'll let you send it out.
Oh, by the way, you having Tom tomorrow. So
yeah, Tom Stevens tomorrow.
Yeah, Tom Stevens in Bach tomorrow. I will be out.
That's right.
I will try to finish up my moving. So if you want to help me, just text me or hit me on Facebook. I need some help. So, yeah. All right, y'all. This is The Ticket, the Captain Show. We are powered by Bauer. And it's just Bach in the Black Shirt, 93.7.
It'll never be the same. Yeah. The Ticket is a name. Ticket. Headed to the Hall of Fame. It'll never be the same.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Our Remington Homes has really expanded and taken off in the last 5 years.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building system more affordable.
The thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. You can select your options. We give you a lot of choices. By selecting certain floor plans, they're just easier to build. And you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what REMs are all about.
Is with a REM.
Walters Painting Incorporated salutes our Vietnam veterans this summer season. Our Vietnam veterans fought in a difficult, complex war. Please offer the due respect they deserve. The Center is your exterior commercial and residential paint. He doesn't cut corners, he paints them. To book an estimate, visit walterspainting.com or call 30-17.
Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gain a